Time now for your transfer update.
Breaking news, and it comes from Manchester United, who have reached an agreement in principle over a new 5-year contract. A deal is in the final stages of negotiation and set to be signed by the more lucrative offers from England and abroad to stay at Manchester United.
Let's start, though, with some breaking news concerning Manchester United and their search for a central midfielder. Let's come to you first, Mark. What can you tell us?
Yeah, well, when you talk about Manchester United and transfers, it's always significant. There's always a lot of interest because it's one of the biggest clubs on the planet, and therefore the fans are desperate to know what they're going to do about potential incomings. And we've got a little bit of breaking news here on Sky Sports News with regards to what they're looking to do, not necessarily in January. However, they have explored the possibility of signing players in the winter window. They're also looking ahead to the summer as well, but they have explored conditions of a potential deal for a central midfielder.
Tonali wants out of Newcastle. Where do Man United fit into this? Well, Anthony Gordon wants out of Newcastle, but he's off to the World Cup. Livramento apparently wants out of Newcastle. He's off to the World Cup. There's talks about Lewis Hall and Bruno Guimaraes. Newcastle can't lose half a team. So anybody with a brain at Newcastle who wants out has to push themselves to the front very quickly and get themselves out, because Newcastle will cash in on some people, but they won't cash in on everybody. So that Tonali deal is quick. The problem is Newcastle are going, we want £100 million. And clubs are going, yeah, we'll wait a little bit. We'll wait a little bit because that price is going to come down. But I don't think it is. I don't actually think it is, because I think the more players Newcastle sell, the less they'll want to sell Tonali. So I think with Tonali, his side are, Newcastle are putting a high price in. Some clubs are going, the price is too high, but I can't wait, because if I wait, they're going to start selling other players and then I'll be stuck. So I think there's an urgency from Tonali's side to force this deal through, and that's what we're getting from Italy. What we're getting from Romano is, yes, Man United retain interest in Tonali, but they don't like the price. So, for me, yeah, Edison is going to happen really, really quickly because we like the price. Tonali's not going to happen really quickly because we don't like the price. Now, you can determine what you want from that. What I take from that is what I keep saying is United are more than happy to make themselves look good in the transfer window as long as it suits their budget. But if it doesn't suit their budget, they'll sit on their arse and do nothing. Tonali is the player that Man United should go for. Now, I've said to you before, one day it's Tonali, one day it's Anderson, Mark. You can't make your mind up. Well, are you telling me that indecision is a bad thing? Like, I can't make my mind up on the two. One day, last Sunday I wanted Anderson. Today I want Tonali. I can't actually make my mind up on the two because I think that they are both very, very good.
Manchester United's ongoing midfield rebuild continues to dominate transfer headlines, with Italian international Sandro Tonali emerging as one of the most talked about names linked with a potential move to Manchester United. After a series of inconsistent performances in recent seasons, Manchester United have been widely viewed as a club in need of a stronger and more balanced midfield core. Issues with control, defensive stability, and tempo management have repeatedly cost them in big matches, pushing the club's recruitment team to prioritize elite-level midfield additions. Tonali has been identified in media reports and fan discussions as a profile that could address several of these weaknesses. Currently contracted to Newcastle United, Tonali is regarded as one of the most complete midfielders in Europe when fully fit and in rhythm. His playing style combines defensive intelligence with technical composure, allowing him to function both as a deep-lying playmaker and a ball winner. Strong tackling and interception ability to dictate passing tempo. Calmness under pressure in tight spaces. These qualities are exactly what Manchester United have lacked in key phases of matches, especially when facing high-intensity opposition in the Premier League in Europe. Despite growing online rumors and ongoing media speculation, there has been no official confirmation of negotiations reaching an advanced stage between Manchester United and Newcastle United regarding Tonali. At this stage, the situation remains speculative, with no publicly verified agreement, bid, or medical reported by credible club sources. Newcastle are also unlikely to sanction the departure of a key midfield asset, without a significant sporting and financial reason, making any potential deal complex. From a tactical standpoint, Tonali would likely bring immediate improvement to United's midfield structure. However, adapting to the pressure and expectations at Old Trafford remains a major factor. Manchester United's rebuild is still ongoing, meaning any signing of Tonali would likely be part of a broader squad restructuring rather than a single solution. While the idea of Sandro Tonali joining Manchester United continues to generate excitement, the reality remains that this is transfer speculation rather than a confirmed deal. Still, the consistent links highlight United's intent to strengthen their midfield with elite-level talent capable of restoring balance and control to the team's core.